Hey guys, I didn't think this day would come, but here we are. I'm selling my Xiaomi phone. Hey guys, so I've been using the Xiaomi 14 Ultra for a while now, and honestly it does have some great things going for it. The performance is super fast, it handles everything I throw at it without breaking a sweat, like multitasking, high performance gaming, 4K video recording, anything else I can throw at it. Plus the build quality feels premium and sturdy, a phone that looks and feels great in your hands. The biometrics like the fingerprint and the face scan are reliable quick, and the camera takes really solid photos. That said, I've been a long time Samsung user and often find myself comparing this phone to the experience I get with One UI. While Xiaomi does some things really well, there are some areas where it just doesn't measure up for me. That being said, before I dive into this, I just wanted to say this is purely my opinion based on my experience with this Xiaomi phone. I know everyone uses their phone differently, so what works for one person might not work for another. That said, here's my honest take on why I decided to sell this phone. One of the main reasons why I bought this phone was because of all the hype around its camera, and honestly the hype is justified. The camera delivers incredible photos and is one of the best cameras I've used, but there are a couple of issues that are hard to ignore. So before I bought the device, I read some reviews and came across some warnings on Reddit about the lens fogging up in cold weather. I didn't think much of it at the time, but as soon as I stepped outside in the snow, the fogging started. It was really disappointed to see it happen so quickly. The lens fogging up is a constant issue when there's a temperature change. I have to keep cleaning over and over, as well as having to wait for it to clear, which gets really annoying, especially when I just want to take a quick shot. The pictures come out really blurry and you can see the fog inside the lens. And on top of that, the camera frame is just too big. While it looks impressive, it makes the phone awkward to hold, especially for a long period of time. And then there's this. As much as the hardware has its challenges, the software has been an even bigger source of frustration for me. For starter, the phone comes loaded with bloatware with apps like AliExpress, Amazon, Facebook. While you can uninstall some of it, there's still a lot you're stuck with, and it just clutters the whole experience, especially for a phone that's claiming to be a flagship in 2024. Another issue is the lack of proper support for third-party launchers. I tried to use Nova Launcher, but the navigation gestures just won't work, and there were random crashes throughout the whole experience, which limits how much you can customize the phone's interface. It feels restrictive, especially when other Android phones let you do with no problem. One of the other frustration I've had with the phone is the delayed software updates. The HyperOS 2.0 came out in November, but I still have no updates about when it's going to come to my phone, when it's rolling out. It just seems to be very random. It's especially frustrating when you see other users in different regions already enjoying the latest features and fixes, while your device is still stuck on older version with no updates on when this will change or when you'll get a new update or new security update. There's no schedule. And there's this small but super annoying thing. You can't swipe left to dismiss notification. It's a basic feature I've come to expect, but here it's just not an option. Every time I have to swipe right or tap to clear, which feels unnecessary. Another thing that stood out to me, and not necessarily in a good way, is the design of the control panel. It's very similar to iOS from the layout to the way it functions. While some people might like this cleaner and more minimalistic look, it might not be for everyone. The resemblance to iOS means it lacks some of the customization and functionality that Android users typically love. For example, some settings feel a bit hidden and overall experience feels less flexible compared to other Android skins like One UI, for example, the ability to swipe left to dismiss notifications. And that's it guys, as much I have loved this Xiaomi phone, it's time to move on. I'm heading back to One UI, it just feels like home, even though part of me is sad to let this go. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if you think I made the right call. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.